What up guys, hope you're well. I think for the ones that are watching this video, we can say we're friends now. The people that are not interested in this type of content have already left. So if you're still around and you are excited about this new pivot in the channel that talks about opportunities here in Africa, doing business in Africa, and how we can leverage different economies, if you're still around, I think it's safe to say we're friends now. So hope you're well, friends. In this video, I want to talk about complacency when running a business here in Africa, and how you, if you are in the West, maybe you're in the UK, US, Germany, it doesn't matter, you've been there for 10, 15 years, and you're looking to come back home maybe and invest back home, how you can use this complacency that I'm seeing here to your advantage and win. I'm not going to tell you something you guys don't already know. Some of these things that I'm telling you, you already know them. And that's part of the reason why you are in the UK, you've escaped to go to Poland, Germany, wherever you are at. That's why you were out there, because you are fed up of the complacency and the way people conduct business here, amongst other things. But we're only going to focus on business for now. That's all we care about. So when you go to a certain place, especially that is run by, our people, 9 times out of 10, the customer service is garbage. And you almost have to brace yourself for the poor quality service that you'll receive at those businesses. Which is interesting to me when people start complaining that, things are not running well in the country or whatever. But if you're not here to make that difference, why are you complaining? Why are you complaining? The reason why I'm back here is because I realized that I met a lot of people that complain a lot about doing business here in Zimbabwe. Even one of my first videos that I dropped on how Zimbabwe is a great place to do business, people got triggered. People got triggered heavily. And I ask you this question. If things are so bad in doing business here in Zimbabwe, why is it Pick and Pay is doing well, it's thriving? I was just at Pick and Pay at all the malls here, including Greenfields Mall, Madokere Mall in Harare. I went to Highland Park. How is it Pick and Pay is thriving right now? Because they're not complacent, is why. What we like to do as people is we like to complain a lot. Oh my goodness. I never would like to be around complainers. I avoid those people. Because those people got this toxic energy where they have a defeatist attitude towards everything. JFK was one of the presidents of the United States. He said something like, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. So instead of us complaining about things not working, why don't we become part of the solution? Because all of these businesses that are complacent, that are not running as efficiently, you with your few years, with your 5 years of experience over there in Europe, with your 10 years of experience over there in the UK, you might think that is not a lot of experience, but I promise you, that is light years ahead of the competition over here. Especially in 2025, we're in the era of social media, artificial intelligence. It's much easier than ever now in 2025 to run a successful business. I could run a successful business here in Zimbabwe, and I could run a successful business out there in the US, where I live. There's no difference anymore. What it comes down to is you. As a people, we're always looking to blame the outside. What so-and-so is not doing for me. Oh, my uncle is not gonna loan me that 10K for me to start up my business. No. The reason why your uncle is not going to loan you that 10 grand, because your uncle knows that you're complacent. So you're going to take that money and you're going to do dumb stuff with it. Like buying a flashy, shiny car just to flex in the streets of Harare. Versus taking that 10K and investing it into the business and staying focused and disciplined. I bumped into a bunch of Somalis and the Airbnb that I stayed in. They were coming to do business in Zimbabwe. And I'm learning about Rwandans are coming now. Like, wow, that's amazing. We want more of those people to come in and apply pressure on you guys so you can learn something. And the thing I love about the Somali community, for some of you guys that have never been exposed to the Somali community, or you don't have any Somali friends, or you've never been around Somalis, these people are hyper disciplined, way more disciplined than us. Let me tell you what they do. They work as a community and they don't drink, and they are hyper focused on business. So anything that they have, like as far as ideas, they just share amongst each other. One of my good friends, he's a Somali, and this guy put me on crypto, and he DMs me on Instagram every single week with new insights on what coin I should be investing in. This is how they move. Unfortunately, we don't move the same way, and I know why. Because we have a scarcity mindset. That's pretty much exactly what it is. We have this toxic scarcity mindset where we believe that for this person to get something, I'm losing. Versus saying, oh, let me help this person that's trying to level up so that when they start winning, they're going to remember me when they're at the top. Instead, we want to do everything for ourselves, and then we want to screw over the next man. Listen, so I know how we are. I know how my people are. What I'm saying is that doesn't have to be us. We can share information about business, and we can share all these cool ideas, all these things that I'm observing here. I want to share with you guys because I live in abundance, not scarcity. All the ideas I'm going to give you, I'm not scared if you steal those ideas. In fact, I want you to steal all the ideas that I give you if you schedule time. I'll put a link in the description of this video. Schedule some time. I want to give you some cool ideas, and you utilize these ideas. Because when you start winning, you're going to remember me. You're going to remember, you're going to come back around for more. Because trust me, I want to give you that heat. I'm seeing so much massive opportunity right now, especially in these new malls. There's so much foot traffic. There's a gym that I just joined. I won't tell you where because I don't want it to get packed. It's already getting packed. And of course, if they pay me, I'll promote the gym. But they're not paying me right now, so I'm not going to promote them. And this is recently opened, I heard, as recently as October. And when I asked the people that work there, does it get busy? They told me, no, it doesn't get busy. But now it's getting busier and busier. So there's an appetite for these kind of services, like the gyms. And the membership is about, I'm paying $25 a week. So there are people that can afford $25 a week. And there's a lot of foot traffic in a lot of these malls. And a cool idea that I was thinking for you, some of you ladies out there in the UK. Let me speak to the ladies in the UK, Australia, and Europe. To those ladies that are maybe in the healthcare field, maybe you work for NHS. You know, NHS is like tanking. Things are falling apart over there. I know what I'm talking. Things are falling apart. They're giving you 10 patients a shift. They're exhausting you right now. And your body is breaking down. Your back is aching. You're stressed out. And you want to get out. There's massive opportunity for you to come to a place like Harare and then renting one of those shops in these new malls that are coming up and then selling products from Tanzania. Maybe you can get into wedding dresses. Maybe you can open up a boutique. Listen, I understand everybody and their mom's got a boutique, but I'm telling you right now, there's still market for it. If you're open to this idea, maybe you're looking to retire early from NHS and you got a little bit of savings. Maybe you got about 20,000 pounds in savings. You know what you can do with 20,000 pounds? The thing is, people will lie to your face that you need 150,000, 200,000 pounds. No, you don't. What you need is discipline, consistency, and a little bit of cash. That will take you much further than 100,000 pounds. Because 100,000 pounds with no discipline and no consistency, I promise you will never make it. I've come across people that came back to Africa with 60,000, $100,000, and they lost it all because they lack discipline. The first thing that they do as soon as they land over there in Harare, they go straight to the Benz dealership to buy like a $20,000 Benz. That's 20 grand out of your 60 right there. And you ask them, why are you buying a Benz for 20? Public transportation is not bad. You can take InDrive to go everywhere. That's what I do. I'll just take InDrive to go everywhere. It's $3 here, $5 here. But no, you're from the UK. You want to come, you want to buy the Benz, you want to flex. Flexing on people that they resent you. They don't even like you. Do you realize all these people that you're sending money? You're breaking your back over there, doing these long ass shifts over there in the NHS. These people you're sending money, they don't really care about you. Do you realize that? They actually resent you. By the time you're coming back to Africa, they actually resent you that you've left the UK because now their BS is going to be exposed. That they don't really care about you like that. What they care about is collecting that money at Remitly. Every mall has a Remitly office where people go collect their money that comes from the UK, the Germany, and everything. You're busy sending these people money, $100 here, 50 pounds here, 100 pounds there. Oh, they don't like you like that. So when you're telling them about, hey, you want to come back to Zim, you want to open up a business, they'll give you all kinds of nonsense, all kinds of BS. Telling you, when you come back, you need a car. No, you don't. I don't have a car here. Why do I need a car for? A car is a liability. You go buy that $20,000 Benz. By the time you're pulling out from that lot, the car has cost 50% less. It's cost $10,000 now. Now you lost 10 grand to flex on people that hate you. That is some weird behavior, guys. And then also, you come back from, let's say, the UK. Now you want to live in Chizzy. Now you want to live in Shawasha Hills. Why? You don't have to do that. There are different neighborhoods that are nice here too in Harare, where you can live, you can pay your rent maybe $500 a month, $700 a month. If you find a spot where your rent is, let's say, $700, and it's a good neighborhood too, that means if you got $7,000, you can put down 10 months worth of rent. So that means for the whole year, you're not worrying about rent. Now, all you're worrying about is consistency and discipline. Going to the gym, going to work out, getting your energy levels up, and then running your business. And I promise you, you will be running laps around the competition because people here are super complacent. What happens with us people is like once we get a little bit of money, we start gaining a little bit of success, we become complacent. We take our foot off the gas, then we relax, then we start getting fat. Have you ever seen these guys that are getting new money nowadays? Even the ladies too. Ladies are applying pressure in Harare. Respect. They're getting new money and then they start relaxing. They start engaging in vices, they're drinking too much, they're not taking care of their bodies. That's where you come in now. The complete opposite of what they're doing. You bring in that consistency, that discipline that you're used to in the NHS. You just bring that attitude over here, I promise you. You run laps around the competition. Easy. But no, a lot of you guys, as soon as you come here, you want to go see everybody. You want to go see all your relatives that you haven't seen for 20 years. No, don't go see them yet. You stay down for a year, you apply pressure, and be like, hey, right now I'm not in a position to see anybody. I'm just here to do my business, and then I'll see you in about a year. And you're going to piss off a lot of people. But it's okay. That means those people are not for you anyway. For some of you ladies, like I said, if you're tired of working in the NHS, you're exhausted. You got a little bit of savings. I'll show you how to really level up and start a fresh new life. Maybe not even at Harare, in Zim, and start a thriving business over here. But it starts with you believing in yourself. I'll put a link in the description of this video. Schedule some time. I'll show you exactly where to get products. You know, if you want to start a boutique, if you want to sell, let's say, wedding dresses, I can get them in Tanzania for you. Just look at my older videos. I know Tanzania very well. That's where most of the clothes are coming from anyway. And what I'm seeing right now here in Harare, everybody's selling the same stuff because people are too lazy to go to Tanzania and get unique stuff. I got access to the good stuff that nobody has. As soon as somebody comes into your store, be like, hey man, where do you get this stuff? I see everybody else has got the same stuff because people here copy each other too much. But you don't have to do that when you work with me. You're going to be unique. Schedule time. Talk to you soon.